Hello everyone, welcome back to the JamEasy Times. Today on the show, Doja Cat gets left on red by the whole internet, fake Drake finds a real opponent to fight in celebrity boxing, reality drama on the shore and in the pods, and as promised, my answers to your anonymous questions and reading of fat-shaming comments today on the JamEasy Times. I'm here with my special guest, CringeKev. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm CringeKev.
Round of applause. Yeah, man. Are you keep up to date with like celebrity drama and entertainment gossip? What?
Yeah, I do keep up to date. I do watch some reality TV, and I have a girlfriend, so you just naturally get you're in on it.
Okay. Now, one story that your girlfriend might not have heard about. This is going on in the world of sports. You've probably heard of love triangles. How about a love pentagon? Have you heard about Zach Wilson? What's going on with him?
I saw memes about him, but I didn't see the story. I just been seeing like TikToks about it. So indulge me.
So he was he was a rookie last year. So this is only his second year in the league, and basically, it turns out his ex-girlfriend is now dating one of his teammates from college.
Okay.
So people were in the comment section calling her a homie hopper. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And her response was, well, he's fucking his mom's best friend.
Oh, I did see that he was fucking his mom's best friend.
So he was quick to be like, take that down. But then within like the day, everyone was just like, Zach Wilson's the man. Zach Wilson's that dog, whatever.
Securing some deals, hopefully.
Right? So everyone was just behind it. So I think he's just like, fuck it. I'll let this one swirl.
But was the mom's friend a baddie? I still haven't seen.
They said she was hot. They said she was real hot. They also said that his mom's friend is his mom's also friends with Tom Brady's wife. So they're like, hey, watch out now, Tom.
You know what? That would be pretty dope. But Tom, no one's cheating on Tom. Tom's cheating on, if anything.
That'd be wild if Tom Brady was.
I feel like they're in an open relationship.
You think, eh?
Tom and her, like they just seem like that vibe. That,
like Will and Jada.
Nah, like it's more mutual. Like they go to parties together. I feel like they're like a swinger party type vibe where they would go like just fucking 10 out of 10. Like the top earth provides all these like super sexy people. I feel like they're that kind of like swingers. They just go get it out their system and then go back to their life. That's my prediction.
Like he doesn't seem like a freak to me, but he does kiss his son on the mouth. So he might be. There might be a little more freak in him. No tongue. Yeah.
So it's not that gay.
Have you kissed your dad on the lips?
No, I've never.
Yeah, I don't think I've kissed my. I don't even remember kissing
my mom on the lips.
No, I never kissed my mom.
I don't think I kiss my parents. I think I just hug them.
I throw in a kiss on the cheek to my mom every once in a while, but my dad, I don't even think I've kissed on the cheek.
Yeah, like I've kissed I haven't even kissed my nephews on like the forehead or anything like that either. That seems like a good like uncle to like nephew thing, like my nephew. But not even that. Like I'm just not a big. I kiss my girlfriend a lot, but other than that.
I think when my nephew was a baby, I'd give him like those, like the on the cheek. You know what I mean? Like one of those ones. But now that he's like 10 years old, the kisses he's got all the kisses he's gonna get from me. Sorry, buddy.
But if your dad's Tom Brady and he's kissing you, like he's doing something right, so you can't even hate it. Like Tom Brady, whatever Tom Brady does, he's doing right. So maybe it's his good luck charm. That's how he gets his powers.
I don't. You think
like Hillary Clinton and Justin Trudeau? They get him from the children.
There's something to be said there because the king of pop and the king of R&B and the king of rock and roll all had R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Elvis all have underage relationships and they all became the king of something.
Same with all those ancient philosophers from Greece. Weren't they all pedos too? Like,
so maybe Tom Brady actually found the thing. It's like, you don't need to fuck these kids. Just kiss your own son on the lips.
Yeah, you can just get like a little bit, enough to like get an extra second in the pocket, you know?
Yeah.
Which is all you need.
You got a Super Bowl coming up. Hey, where's my kiss?
Yeah. Do you think adrenochrome's real? All that bullshit, like that QAnon stuff. Do you think that's like there's any truth to any of that shit?
I don't like. Okay, so the story I heard is that they're drinking babies' bloods and shit, right?
Yeah, for like I don't know if it's like giving them a high, if it's giving you like superpowers. I don't know what the.
It's supposed to keep you young and smart, I guess.
I was hoping it would be like some psychedelic, like you're getting knowledge from.
You get trippy on it.
I thought it'd be like you do it and you're like talking to the gods and they're giving you like intel. So like if you're in politics, they're like, all right, we got to sacrifice a kid and drink their blood because we need answers on Putin. You know? That's what I don't know.
Do you talk to God? Do you pray?
I make wishes at 11:11. It's kind of like
close enough, right?
Do you pray?
Oh yeah, I pray.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah, I do.
To Allah or?
Whatever's up there.
Yeah.
I'm not too religious specific. I did grow up Catholic, but either way, at this point in my life, I'm just like, hey God, like, what up?
Manifest. You're trying to manifest. What do you pray for? Like, what's a prayer like? Do you just ask for things, or like good blessings on people, or is it more like a journal?
Blessings on people. Mostly just thanking God. Most of my prayers are just gratefulness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mine will be like, I'll be like, just wishing like nice things about people around me. I'll be like, oh, hoping for good health for my family, my parents, my health and happiness. Just generic, like, what can I get in there? But at 11:11.
Right.
For no reason.
So I wonder if Zach Wilson prayed to God to fuck his mom's best friend. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like he jerked off to it way before. This is like a 12-year-old when you first hit puberty.
For sure.
Fantasy.
He's from Mormon country. He's probably been like sexually suppressed, whatever.
Yeah.
Is it chill there to fuck your parents' friends?
No, but it's chill to be like, as a male, I'm pretty sure like multiple wives like getting around, and I'm pretty sure like
no, it
the
is
stud of the herd, you get your pickings. I feel like that.
And BYU, they are known as the Cougars. That's the school that he went to.
Is that what BYU is? I see the BYU memes. Is that because they're Mormon school? People are always saying like because there's like racist questions or something, or like sexist questions. They'll ask them shit, and the BYU students will always be like, it'll be like making fun of them, be like, oh, like, well, it's a complicated issue. It'd be like a basic question like, do you hate black people? And then like it'd be like, oh, that's a complicated issue, and it's like
Utah's known for their racism as much as they're known for their Mormonism. I'm not too sure about all that though. All I know is their school's called the Cougars, and Zach Wilson fucked one. You ever want to fuck one of your mom's friends?
Oh God, no. She's a Menian. They're big. I fucked a cougar though from a Jack Astor's before. Best sex of my life.
Best sex of your life.
Second best. Shout out my girlfriend.
Yeah,
best sex over 40 I've had.
Yeah. So what happened? You met this lady in the Jack Astor's. Did you guys split a cheesy garlic bread or what?
No, it was a empty night, Sunday night. Like, empty. My buddy's in town. We're just like, let's go catch up for a beer. We're the only ones sitting at the bar. These two chicks roll in. One's kind of like a bit more beat, but like whatever. And the other one's like rocket, like looks like an ex-porn star.
Okay.
Like fake tits and everything. And then, so like the one girl has a breakup, and like she's clearly hitting on me. Like, you know when it's like obvious and no one in the bar. She's like, we're drinking. And then she's like, let's go to the strip club, all of us.
Okay.
So we go to the strip club. Fun thing, at the girl doing the money at the door, I was going on I met from Tinder, and I was going on a couple dates with her around that time. So she just sees me coming with this hot MILF. So that's another story. But I go in, and the bouncers are like, oh, you're going to have the best night of your life right now. Like, everyone knew her. Like, she's like regular. But everyone was telling me, like, you're in for a great night, bud. You're in like for a night. And yeah, so we go back to her place by the end of it. Oh, we had the lap dance, best lap dance ever. Like, the stripper and her. She was hotter than the stripper even.
So she was giving you a lap dance with the stripper?
Yeah, we went back, but like as two of us, and like she was both doing it on me, and she was way harder than the stripper. I didn't even care about the stripper. And we go back and we fuck all 3 holes conquered that night. And but she made it weird at the end. After it all, I'll never forget. She said, we're laying there. She's like, you know what? You have the same haircut as my son. I'll never forget that. I was just like, oh, this is...
After you fucked her in the ass.
Yeah. Well, she said...
What order of holes did you go? Mouth, pussy,
I finished in the ass.
You finished in the ass?
I ripped the condom off. I just finished in the ass. And she told me, she's like, yeah, if a girl... like, she's like, one thing I can tell you, if a girl's on her period, fuck her in the ass every time. And that hasn't worked with other girls, apparently. That's a one-pony trick, apparently.
Yeah, no. That's definitely a her thing.
Yeah.
These women, they're all the same, as I've grown to learn.
But highly recommend. That was a good cougar story. Fucking a cougar.
No, that sounds like a lady that really showed you the ropes. Showed you everything that she had to offer.
I feel like she must have been an escort or in the porn industry or stripper. Been somewhere along that, because no one's that well known at a strip club.
Yeah, no. That's an interesting one.
By patrons, staff, everyone, you know?
Yeah, I've had one of those stories where, not going to the strip club, one time I met this girl at a show in the hood, in like Jane and Finch. Okay. And when I was leaving, she's like, oh, you're not going to take my number? You're not going to take my number?
Was she black? I was
black girl, yeah. Okay. I'm like, all right, yeah,
I've seen a couple white girls out there too. But.
So we exchanged numbers, and then when I went out with her, everyone on the block knew her, yo. Yo, Deepa! Yo! like as if she's like the local drug dealer. And when we went to the bar, she pulls out like a wad of cash and shit. It was pretty wild.
She probably was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Or she might have been like a pimp or something too.
Who knows?
Like for females, because I feel like females make the best pimps. You know? That's my other thing. I think whenever I see a girl with money like that, and if she's not fucking like an escort, I was like, she must be slinging bitches at least.
Shout out to girl power on this episode. You
feminism.
Know what
I mean? I'm a feminist.
Man, you know what I mean? Powerful MILFs, drug dealing pimps.
They take what they want. A real true woman takes what she wants. In both those stories, those women knew what they wanted and they just took it. It wasn't us hunting. It was us being the prey.
And speaking of women taking what they want and men being the prey, Doja Cat got in a little trouble this week. Do you see about this?
I was reading up on it today, but please give me more details because I still don't fully understand. She made fun of a 17-year-old.
Not made fun of, no.
Or said he was hot or some shit.
Okay, so basically, do you watch Stranger Things?
Yes.
I don't watch it, but she went into Noah's DMs, whoever Noah is. Do you want me to show you the pictures of these guys? So
Yeah,
you know
Noah, I want to say, is probably... Noah would be, like... Was he one of the kids?
He's the 17-year-old. He's the one that she slid in on.
Because they all play fucking different ages. Like, they're all playing as, like, they're 14-year-olds, but they're not the age.
Okay, 14. So these are the... So Noah's the one that she slid in on to ask about this guy.
Okay.
Who's he?
That's the guy that was shredding the guitar solo, Eddie.
And what's his name on the show?
I don't even know. That guy
I
looks...
should have done more research.
No, that guy, maybe he's Will. Is he Will?
Okay, so basically... I'll pull it up on the screen for you guys here.
You keep talking, I'll search him up.
Doja Cat goes into Noah's DMs asking for this guy to hit her up.
Yeah.
It's like, tell
Eddie Munson from the show.
Tell him to hit me up. And then he's like, you tell him. And then she's like, oh, he doesn't have Twitter. Whatever. Can you let him know? And then this guy, Noah, ends up posting their DM conversation.
Oh, the younger guy. Oh, yeah, it's Will from Stranger Things.
Okay.
The fucking gay
That's
guy.
who she wants to fuck. Wait.
No, the one on the left.
Okay.
Kid, yeah. So he's the one that's exposing her.
Yeah. So because he posted like the screenshot of her DM slide, she goes on Instagram and is like, he's a little rat, he's a little weasel. Like that was a lame thing to do. Yeah. But through that interaction, she lost 200,000 followers and he gained 1 million.
So
people
are pretty much saying, why are you beefing with like a kid?
Why are you beefing with a kid? Like he just posted like you trying to holler at this guy, whatever. I don't know. Like I think in my opinion, she was in the right to be like, yo, he's being a little rat, little weasel.
Being a little bitch. And like, Noah, like, are you not trying to help a bro out? Like, I'm sure that, I don't know, his character's name's Eddie Munson in the show. But I'm pretty sure that actor probably wouldn't be pissed about Doja Cat, like, being interested in him.
About trying to fuck Doja?
Yeah, that's not a bad, like, thing. So, like, I don't understand, like, if you were, like, if Doja Cat's in your DMs, like, you're, like, CringeKev guy from your episode.
Yeah.
Yo, can you hit him up? Like,
I'd be like, he has a girlfriend. Like, this is what he would want me to tell you.
No. I would say tell her to hit me up.
Whoa!
It's not cheating if your girlfriend's there.
Your girl would be cool with it? Like, say, like, okay, you know how people have their, like, their hit list that they're allowed to keep. What's that thing called where you have a list of people you're allowed to fuck if the opportunity presents.
So the way
you would put Doja on that?
No,
if you only got 3 choices?
I've had girls DM me before, not often, but like once in a while when it does happen, and I always tell them the same thing. I'm like, I don't cheat unless you're with my girlfriend. So if you want to fuck me, you gotta fuck both of us. And my girl, she's had a threesome, but she said she would only do it if it's like random, organic, maybe traveling. Like it has to be like a moment, which is highly unlikely. But like, so like, I don't like to shut down the idea. I would just be like, Doja, let's hang out, and I wouldn't tell my girl. I'd be like, yo, Doja Cat wants to like, you want to meet Doja Cat? And then just let
it organically happen.
See if I can play the vibes. Because I feel like Doja is probably bi, eh? Like, I feel like she'd be open to a bi experience at least. She might not be
bi. Maybe she won't be eating pussy, but she'll be like, she'll enjoy the like touchy, make out.
I find Doja hot. Some people don't like her.
I find her hot, and I also love her personality.
Yeah, like she has fun with it. Like, and people hate her. Like the one thing she said was weird back in the day, the racy shit. But other than that, remember that there was before she got famous on those. She was on like these racist like chat rooms, and she was like saying how she hates her like black girl hair or some shit like that.
Okay.
It was something like along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, like obviously, but it was something along those lines where like people like pulled it up way later, but like she's half whatever what is she half black, half white? What is her mix?
Yeah, I think she's half black, half white. I don't see what the problem is if you hate your hair.
But I still,
you know what I mean?
But I don't understand what the problem is on this situation either.
That I don't have the ability to run a little faster and jump a little higher. Is that a white man?
But what's the issue with the situation? I don't understand why the people would be mad at her. The fact that
this situation.
That's what I mean. Even like people always hate on her, regardless.
Yeah.
But I just still don't understand like why the situation would be like 200,000 K gone.
Yeah, no. I think people. I think people really like him.
Yeah,
and
because she started talking shit to him.
The fact that she's saying you're a little rat, little weasel, but at the same time, like even if my boy that I'm friends with did a rat or weasel thing, I would be like, yeah, they were right to say that. Like I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna like that person for calling you out on your bullshit.
I want to hear what the other guy has to say. The Eddie Munson, the character she wanted to fuck. I want to know what his perspective.
He probably fucked her now.
No, but I want to know what he thinks. If he's like, why the fuck did you post that, bro? or if he's like, yeah, like stop fucking DMing kids. That's what I want to hear his perspective, because he's the party that we really need to hear in this.
Yeah.
How does he feel? Because he might be like, this fucking little shit cock blocked me. He might be on that. He might be like, fucking hate these little fucking kids. Or he's like, I have a girl, maybe. Who knows? Or he's gay. I
think in the DM she says, or does he have a girlfriend? And then he's like, hit him up yourself kind of thing. So
that is weird to hit him up though. To begin with, to ask. Why not just slide in the other guy's DM? Like your Doja Cat.
No, but she said that he didn't have DMs. His DMs were closed or whatever. So she slid in this guy's DMs and told him.
Okay, then that's not even that bad. Like she's just like that's weird if you're a guy, but if you're Doja Cat, that's not as weird. Like if it was us doing that to a girl who had her DMs turned off, like, yo, can you DM fucking Sandra for me? That would be a bit odd, maybe, but
if we're famous,
yeah, you have that blue check and you're Doja Cat. That's not weird.
Yeah, if I'm famous and I hit up somebody like on a TV show that I'm like, yo, tell whatever to holler at me.
I would say where she messed up is she should have picked a different cast member to DM. She should have picked maybe one of those like one of the people that are clearly older. I feel like that might have been the better move. She picked the fucking biggest weasel out of the bunch.
Is he a weasel on the show?
Is
that the character that he plays?
His character doesn't add much value. I think he's pretty much coming out as gay, like unofficially, but that's like, spoiler alert, season 4. He's pretty much like crying about being different, but he hasn't fully said it, but like they're definitely alluding to that for season 5, that he fully comes out, but I'm pretty sure that's I've seen memes about it too, but he doesn't have much value in the show. Like if he died in like the last episode, which he didn't, but if he did die in any episode, like
no one would care.
Someone would, but I don't think like out of all the characters, he's definitely closer to the bottom.
It seems like a million more people would care now than they used to. Now that they're on his side after this Doja beef.
I feel like they hate Doja. Those are people that have been hating
Doja haters. Man, Doja makes great music too.
Do you think she's a rapper or a singer? Did you see that debate? Whether she's a rapper or not? Yeah, like I think she just like is a rapper sometimes, and sometimes she's a pop star.
Yeah.
But yo, you see Doja Cat? Have you seen the Lil Dicky show, Dave?
Yeah.
You seen the Doja Cat episode?
I don't think so.
It's in the latest season, season 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good episode where he tries to date Doja Cat. So I just shout it to that. Go check out that show.
Is there some DM sliding in there?
No. You can...
I'm just trying to...
Call. You think I should answer it? I bet you it's one of those.
Can't answer it. Put it on speaker.
Hello? Hello? Fucking air duct cleaning with no reception.
What a shit! Yeah. Like fucking, if you're gonna try and scam me, at least be able to speak clearly about it.
No, I'm pretty sure they would clean your air ducts if you said yes. I'm assuming. I mean, has anyone ever said yes to an air duct cleaning call?
Yeah, fucking. You know Hassan Chaudhry? He does air duct cleaning now.
Oh, did really?
Yeah.
He calls.
He goes.
Oh, he does. He said.
Yeah, some other brown guy calls and then he goes and does it.
No, it's a good service. Like people need it done.
As they say,
I'd rather Google air duct cleaning.
I tell them I don't have air ducts.
I don't.
Sometimes people say, "Oh, calling for windows and doors," and I'm like, "I don't have windows and doors. Can you help me get out of here?"
What do they say? They just still hang up.
Like, get the fuck out of here. You ever do prank calls? You seem like a prank call kind of
guy. We used to a bit, but I like a good old-fashioned prank in the flesh. I like those awkward moments where you're looking at someone's eyes and you know you have them on, like, you've got them one direction where things are about to go a totally different direction.
Do you have any viral pranks?
No, I never filmed a prank. I don't want to. I don't go down the prank road usually because usually it's with friends type thing, and I don't like doing it because you just don't want to open up that gate with friends. Cause
like pranking a friend,
yeah,
and
like
then getting mad or something.
Oh no, I just don't want a war of like back and forth, and then you on your head, and you know it's coming.
Yeah.
I just don't like that aspect of it. But prank in the streets, I've seen them. Who was doing it? There was a comedian do it. Key Epic, remember that guy?
Yeah.
Does he still do comedy? That guy?
I've never seen him since the pandemic.
Okay, yeah. I remember he was known for prank videos though, right?
He had like a little following. Yeah.
Yeah, but now that's how they built theirs.
I know.
They don't do it as much, but like I would.
It is a young man's game. Pranking's a young man's game.
Yeah, and it's also like, I'm not opposed to it, but you got to be like, you got to be willing to, like, I feel like for a good prank, you got to be willing to
get beat up
or arrested or something. Like if you want it to be good, like Nelk Boy's been arrested for their pranks.
Yeah.
You know, would you do pranks? Like prank videos?
Nah. Even when I was younger, I wasn't like into pranks, but
you know what I would like to do? I think a prank during a stand-up.
Like what?
Like if you had something like during someone's performance, you had like an orchestrated thing where you're pranking the crowd,
Okay.
like a punk situation on the crowd where they don't realize what's going on and it's some sort of prank, and then like something like that, or on a comedian where the whole crowd's in on it, or something vice versa. I feel like there might be some fun within a stand-up comedy setting.
What if you just bomb naturally, like you're just sucking, and then at the end of it, you go, "That was a prank, guys. Thank you." That whole thing was
Every time.
whole thing was on tape.
Yeah, every time you bomb, that was a prank. This is all just a prank.
That's gonna be my next. When everything goes shit, I'm just gonna be like, okay, how can I make this worse? Just make it as bad as possible, and be like, guys, that was all a prank. You're all on. Turn around and say, wave at my camera back there.
That's what I should have did at your last bomb tins, and I was just doing rape jokes for 5 minutes.
Problem was there was no crowd there either.
That makes it better because you're just into an empty room.
You guys have all been pranked. There's 2 people there. They're like, what? Why?
But what everyone else? Why are we just pranked?
Yeah, that's meta. That's actually a meta prank. Like,
fucking pranks. See, your next fucking thing. You want to segue it, or you want me to segue it?
go for it.
I was just gonna say this guy is a living prank.
Fake Drake. I'm glad you brought it up because I was going to. So fake Drake challenged Drake to a celebrity boxing match. He already put ink to paper. He's like, he's fighting somebody. Yeah. And somebody stepped up to fight him. Do you know who's going to fight him?
Yeah, it is going to be, give me a sec, I know it. He is fighting Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom.
Who is on crack?
Is he?
No, who was on
crack. Yeah. In a whorehouse, too.
If you're going to do crack, you're going all the way. I'd rather be doing crack in a whorehouse than in a fucking tent under the DVP.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, might as well do cracks while you're doing cracks.
Yeah, right?
But yeah, so fake Drake. Lamar Odom took it personally. He's like, Drake is my boy. He's like, he ain't gonna get his hands dirty.
Full disclosure, he's probably not his boy though.
Yeah,
like, realistically.
This might win him over a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll send him a DM.
Yeah. He did a fake celebrity boxing match though one time though. No, Lamar Odom, and he was super slow. I remember seeing a highlight from it, and it was like very slow. That being said, I'm not sure what fake Drake.
Either way, Lamar Odom was a professional athlete. He's going to be way bigger and have way more reach. So I think he is the betting favorite.
I feel like fake Drake is good money though, because his career's on the line. Like this is like he needs this. Like Lamar Odom is like fighting for Drake's friendship. Fake Drake is fighting for what? To be taken seriously.
No,
is
no one's gonna.
Drake? What's
even if he ends up knocking out Lamar Odom, not everyone's gonna be like, "Yo, fake Drake's actually pretty cool."
Have you heard his music?
No, I didn't even know he made music.
I went because he got his Instagram deleted the other day, but he was back up because I saw this story and I saw he's tagged, and I went to his age. Izzy Drake, I think it is.
Izzy Drake,
yeah. And then I saw one of his most recent was he had a Lil Durk remix, the Laugh Now Cry Later remix.
Okay.
But then he had an original song. I guess it was the most recent, and it is like just biting Drake's flow 100%, like with the singing. And it didn't sound awful, but it was like so like carbon copy that it's like. I feel like Drake's gonna take this shit personally at this point.
Yeah, no.
Check it out. It's actually not bad, but it's not like.
It seemed like Drake was having a laugh about it at first, but then he started getting annoyed with it. The more out there this guy was getting.
Yeah, but what's the move? You're fake Drake. You start doing this. It starts to blow up and go viral. Like, how do you monetize this? Like, I feel like he's doing the best he can in that situation as like an impersonator type. Like, what do you do if you're in that role? Like, he's made a career out of this, and like, how do you sustain that? Celebrity boxing, maybe.
Yeah.
Music.
Jake. So if he wins this fight, then he fights Jake Paul next, and then he just gets his ass kicked.
Jake Paul has a fight, no, against some
Jake Paul
motherfucker.
Yeah, man. It was supposed to be.
Match, too.
It was supposed to be against Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury's brother or cousin, whatever.
He said it was customs, though. No.
Yeah.
Which is a lie.
You think it's a lie?
I don't know with the Furies because like they're also a badass family of fighters, so it's hard to talk shit about them too.
Tyson Fury's sick, but I think Jake Paul's sick too.
Yeah, I think Jake Paul.
I've won money on him.
I would bet Jake Paul in that fight just for the sake of YouTubers.
But this is the first time he's fighting just like a regular boxer, like a guy that's just been a boxer his whole life.
And he's outsized. Like I saw them next to each other. The guy was like way bigger.
He's big.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Wait. So you got Lamar Odom on fake Drake.
Lamar Odom versus fake Drake. If Lamar Odom shows up on crack, I'm gonna bet him.
Yeah, I don't think he's on crack.
If he shows up off crack.
Like, I'm just going off of whatever celebrity boxing match he did, and he was slow. Like,
I'm curious, but I'll pull it up here. and we'll react to it. Whoa, that is slow.
Yeah.
Yo, that's not that slow.
I don't even
There's
think
my
he
two
won.
different reactions.
I don't even think he won. Oh, he did win. No, there's my two.
Whoa, that was shocking. Whoa, I can't believe we just saw that.
Do you think fake Drake actually fucks girls saying he's Drake? Or do you think no girl
I think
actually that
for
stupid?
sure he's fucked a girl pretending to be Drake. A girl's went home with him and been like, "You're Drake," like a drunk girl, whatever.
Yeah.
Especially when it was new, when it was like not like so publicized that he's doing this fake Drake thing. Now I think girls they know he's out there. He's like a fucking.
I think they don't care though. They're like, this guy's clout.
Is that grounds to sue? Is that sexual assault if like somebody has sex with you thinking you're somebody else? I think it is, right?
What about roleplay, cosplay? If you had consent as fucking Ash Ketchum,
Right. That's a whole different story.
still consent, right?
Yeah.
You're
If you
just
fuck a girl dressed as a cat, does that mean it's bestiality? Are you guilty? Like I don't know.
I don't think so.
No,
That's why
definitely not.
I think if you have the consent, you have the consent. Whether you're Drake or not is on you. Like they can make the argument, but if there was an argument to be made, we would have seen that girl come out.
And speaking of people faking it, the Jersey Shore cast, the new one, right? There's a new Jersey Shore cast.
No way.
And the old. I've talked about it on an episode before. Basically, the old Jersey Shore cast was like, they're gonna give us a bad name. They're taking our brand. It's like you're just dumb Italians. Like it's not gonna be that much.
It's not gonna be that.
Like what are you really?
Yourself.
What are you protecting? But anyways, the new production has come to a screeching halt, and it's either because some behavioral issues or the cast just they're not meshing well together. So it's looking like the Jersey Shore gods have answered the original Jersey Shore cast prayers because there ain't gonna be in this new season.
Why didn't they just do the original cast? Too much money?
They've done it. Yeah, they've done it enough times. They want to get young people in that are fucking each other and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I guess
that's what makes it real. Like we can't just have a bunch of family vacations and it's all good.
Well, the Kardashians can. So I feel like people
They
would
mix
watch
it up still.
Like I feel like if Snooki had a reality show or JWoww, is JWoww the one girl's name? If Snooki or whoever they are have reality shows and they're probably parents now.
They are, yeah.
But like the Kardashian style where it's just their fucking everyday lives are doing shit.
They could still do that.
Idiots like my sister would watch that.
But the idea of a Jersey Shore house where they
Yeah,
go, like
yeah.
they want them to party and stuff. Right?
Do you think we could do a Toronto house like that? Like of Toronto types, you know, like think what any like to the over the top Toronto personality you can think of. Those types all into one house.
Yeah.
Every girl needs lip injections
Six
to
house.
get in the house.
Six house.
Yeah, like six.
Even if they just
house.
made like if Six Buzz backed it and just called it like the Six Buzz house.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That could actually.
And it's somewhere, you know, like a random house near Lakeshore, like wherever.
They'll make it
like,
somewhere that's good to
downtown.
party.
Yeah, and it's like that would be interesting because like who would you want out of like Toronto like personalities? Who would you think would be great? Like Buxby Ballin, you know that guy? There's the one that's like. This one time, fam.
I love that guy. Yeah.
Someone like that would be hilarious in the house.
Him just doing the inspirational speech at the end of the show.
Yeah, like Chair Girl Chromaz.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like those types.
And those girls get down too. So, have you met those girls?
No, Chair Girl Chromaz. No, I can't afford. I'm not in that tax bracket.
Shit.
I'm not in that tax bracket.
Fair enough.
Best I've seen it. I think Chromaz replied to a comment of mine maybe once or twice. But like.
So one of my buddies just told me a story the other day that he went on a date with a stripper, and it's because he on Bumble or Hinge or something. He messaged this girl saying, "Can you introduce me to Chair Girl?" That was his opening message, like just joking. And but she actually was like, "Why do you want to meet her? She's a dumbass, whatever." Like fucking. Yeah. She actually had like experience with her, like hating her.
Yeah, knew.
So then he's like, "Oh, this sounds like a story you should tell me about over drinks." Went out for a date with her, had fun. They didn't end up fucking though, and he was kind of sad about that, but.
Didn't close the deal. But Chair Girl was like, she's doing her thing too. She monetized off that shit good. She's in like a Lil Baby music video, Drake music video.
Chair Girl did well. She really, and she didn't look the way she did when she threw that chair off.
No.
Like she saw that more eyes were on her, and she's like, I better get some fucking
Do you think she's
work
hot?
done ASAP.
Like with the work done, I mean now. Like she's not ugly.
She ain't bad.
Who would you rather, her or Chromaz? They're like complete opposites. One's like all surgery, and one's like the utmost of natural beauty. Personalities are
The
probably,
most natural beauty. That's
like
Chromaz,
in terms of
that's
body.
so funny.
Like she has the most natural, beautiful body. If you just like didn't hear her talk, and you just saw her body, you're like, she's just like a busty Latina woman.
Yeah. No, I think I'd rather Chromaz. I think she'd be more fun to fuck too.
Yeah.
I think Chair Girl might be a little lazy.
Yeah, I can see that. She because she just like with her surgeries, she just doesn't want to do the work, put in the work. Have you fucked a girl with a lot of plastic surgery? I wonder if that's a thing. If they are just lazy. You know, like have you?
No.
I'm trying to think about. I've been with girls with fake tits, but I can't remember like.
No, the girl that I'm thinking about that I fuck with fake tits puts a lot of effort in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
there's something to prove.
Something to prove. Yeah.
You fuck fat chicks? Just out of curiosity.
For sure. I've definitely.
I was saying I can see you being in a couple.
Not anymore. Like no offense. Like I've fucked enough fat chicks for everyone. But like it's not like I'm against it. It's just once I got to 30, I'm like.
Did you find sex better?
Same pranking and fat girls. It's a young man's game.
Yeah, pranking fat girls. Yeah. Well, that's a real young man's game.
Like this will probably go on Uncut Gems because it's about to be mean. But basically.
Right.
You've had good experiences though. Like they put in the work. Is it true?
You've never fucked a fat girl?
I fucked one bigger girl. I don't want to call her fat because she's not completely, but she's definitely on the heftier side.
Yeah.
And she did have one of the most passionate blowjobs I can remember.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. No.
Head-wise, definitely effort into that.
Blowjobs wise, if you're not good at sucking dick and you're fat, just.
Right.
Did you fuck a trans girl?
No.
No? That's where you draw the line. Even like a hot one?
That's where I draw the line. Yeah, I draw the line at penises.
Right.
So you're saying you 100% would?
If I was single, yeah.
What if your girl said it's okay for you guys to have a threesome, but also you're gonna
if
get
she was
fucked?
hot,
You're gonna get
super
fucked.
hot. If I had to get fucked, see that's a thing that comes into play when it becomes a question. But if it's just a threesome and it's like okay,
you're gonna get fucked in the ass, but then you get to fuck Doja Cat after.
How about this? This is the option. No, here's the options. Either my girlfriend gets fucked by her, or I get fucked.
Oh yeah, somebody's got to take with the dick. Yeah.
Which one is the worst? Which one do you go through? It's life or death. It's your girl, or you have to get fucked. I think you just gotta let her fuck your girl.
I think so.
You just gotta let her fuck your girl. It's just not. It's not cheat. It's like lesbian sex, pretty much at that point.
Yeah, they're all women.
They're all
whatever
women,
you say you are. Yeah.
Imagine a trans got your sex girl pregnant though, and she kept it.
Now you're going down a deep dark hole here. That
you can't get yourself out of.
Yeah,
that's a reality show. Yo, is there not many trans in reality shows? That would be interesting, like on a Love Island vibe type thing.
Okay, now we're getting
like
somewhere.
A really hot
now we're getting
there.
somewhere. Let's talk about this. A reality show idea where there's 10 of the sexiest women you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
And 5 of them are transsexual.
Yeah, and
no, half of them are. They are.
You just don't know which one.
You don't know which one, and you're not allowed to ask either. And you're not allowed to get upset when you start
I feel
making out
like
with
you
them.
would shoot probably at least 9 out of 10 correct. Like you'd be able to pick up on a trans.
Like when they talk, I feel like.
No, it'd be like the most like passable, like there ain't gonna be any signs of it until you see their penis. Like that's how good they are.
I would be playing height, frame size. You just gotta like.
You're like checking their atoms out.
Yeah, I'd be like a fucking skeleton.
Oh, you're so cute.
I'd be like at the NBA draft combine doing like fucking. What's your vert?
Accidentally brushing the back of your hand against their front of their pants, seeing if you feel a ball.
All you gotta do is do one game of fucking pick up basketball and find out who's who really quick.
Do you remember when Maury had he would have the guess if she's a man or a woman?
Yeah, and Jerry Seinfeld would do that shit too.
Jerry did that too?
Well, he didn't do if they guessed it was a man or woman, but he would do like people cheating and then he'd be
a
fucking cross-dresser person.
Yeah.
And then the crowd would talk shit.
Yeah.
Remember that at the end of the episodes?
Yeah.
He would let crowd members ask questions and talk. We're just like roast the people on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in what world is that allowed? Now thinking back.
I want to bring it back, man.
We got is Jerry Springer still going?
I don't think he's still going. Maury's in his final season now.
That's one show I would have loved to go to, Jerry Springer. Other than like
I'm a Maury guy.
Really?
I'm a big Maury guy.
As like an audience member?
I would love to be at Maury, and I would love to be the next Maury. I would.
Oh, you want to take up?
I'd love to.
Out of all the shows, that's the host you would take.
My two influences growing up: Maury Povich and Conan O'Brien. Those are my two like TV influences that I'm like I'd want to have either the daytime show where it's just drama, or the nighttime show where you talk to celebrities like this.
Yeah, I'm a Z-list celebrity. My dream job I always thought was Chris Harrison when hosting The Bachelor. I just loved how
I was thinking Chris Hansen, the guy that catches predators.
Oh, that's a pretty good one too. But
okay, that's cool though.
Yeah,
hosting The Bachelor,
fun, you know. But no, yeah, because Chris Harrison, I just loved the way he got canceled or he got kicked off for a few years.
The worst
back.
reason.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I loved his style of coming in a tense moment and he always comes off as a good guy, but he's passively being a instigating dick, and he executes that to perfection. And I just love how he always comes off like just a super nice guy, but he's literally just digging and prying and trying to spark up a bit of drama.
Yeah.
And I just love how he executed that. Because some hosts don't.
You're a big pot stirrer.
In a that kind of setting, because it's for the show. Yeah. I think he did it well, and I always thought it was hilarious that like when he's walking in, you're like, oh, here we go. Like there's not enough drama going on. The producer sent Harrison in to get things going.
You ever seen Temptation Island? That was a real drama.
I did.
That one's wild too. I don't have anything else to say other than that it's fucking crazy.
Did you watch the one where what's the show? It was on Netflix where they leave their partners and try. What's that one called? The Ultimatum.
The Ultimatum. Yeah.
That one was a fucked up concept though.
Yeah.
I did not like that concept.
It was pretty crazy.
Like who? Why? Like what's not going to cause any positive?
Does your girl want to get married?
Yeah, for sure.
And you don't want to?
No, I want to.
Okay.
It's fucking. Have you seen gas prices? I can't afford a ring, let alone barely a fucking tank of gas.
Really? Do you want to buy a ring? I have
I'll
a
buy a
ring
ring.
for sale.
Do you? How much?
So I bought it for $1,600. I'll sell it for $8,000.
Why'd you buy it? You were almost proposed?
I was engaged.
Oh,
I was engaged for 2 years. She gave it back to me.
No, I don't want that bad juju. Why'd she give it back to you? Let's take up those fucking demons.
I called it off because I wanted to pursue comedy. She wanted to put roots in the ground. I want to chase clouds.
What? So you couldn't have done both?
No, not if you're going to start a family.
Oh, if she wanted to start a family.
Yeah.
See,
get a house, have kids.
Like she
be home. Like it's not like she'd be like, don't ever do comedy. She knows it made my life better and everything, but she wouldn't want comedy to be my number one. She'd
she
want
wants to be number
her
one.
and her family to be the number one. You know what I mean?
And you sacrifice love, happiness for the pursuit of making others happy.
Sure, if you want to say that, or I can.
That's a noble cause, my brother.
Yeah. I'm a fucking noble guy. No, so when the pandemic started, I did acid one time. Yeah. And I was like, when I was coming down off the acid, I was like, man, I miss that girl. I'm like, I reached out to her. I'm like, yo, I'll marry you tomorrow. Like, oh, let's do this thing. And then she's like, you're just saying that because comedy. No, just because you don't have comedy right now, right? Yeah. So at that point, I regretted it. But then a month or two later, I was like, yeah, no.
That is a struggle in comedy, I notice, with trying to balance that personal life and getting out and getting stage time and trying to film content even and do this. And like my girl's good because she's like really chill and understands and doesn't like demand anything of me like too much, like just don't make a mess kind of shit. But it is hard to like, because you also want to spend time with her too, but you're like, I also need to get fucking better at this.
Oh, for real, yeah.
So it's a hard balance. So
no, when I was with her like towards the end, every time I would go out and do comedy, I'd be like, man, I wish I stayed home with her. Like when you go to do like a shitty open
mic. Yeah, and there's 3 people, and you're like, fuck, I could have just fucking cuddled and watched a movie or some shit. But then you're like,
but then when I would stay home, I'd be like, I'm fucking
comedy.
I'm like, I started comedy late anyways. Like I shouldn't be taking nights off already. Like,
but that being said, do you give yourself breaks?
Here and there. I've been going pretty hard.
You've been going hard
since things opened up. I first when things first opened up, I was unemployed for like 2 months. So those 2 months or 2-3 months, I went so hard and I got so much better that I'm like, I don't want to fucking slow shit down. So I'm like on call for work, but I definitely am not working as much as I did last summer because I'm like, I don't want it to get in the way of comedy. Like, so I'm making less money, but it's a conscious choice.
No, it's you've made sacrifices for the pursuit of this, and it's a long game, and like I'm in it too.
It is a long game,
and you probably have the same days. Like sometimes I'm like, do I really want to fucking do this? Like you're at some of these open mics, you're fucking killing all this time, making nothing.
I know.
You make money like here and there, but the majority is just spots, and let alone you're fighting for spots most of the time, you know. And it is one of those things you got to be like mentally just want it.
It's crazy that we fight for like unpaid spots. It's like,
yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I just need it.
Put me on that shit.
There's 6 people there. I need to be on it.
Oh my God.
And like hearing I'm not going to say names, but hearing other comedians like beg for spots, like to you, like, I don't know, I'm sure you get it all the time.
Yeah.
Put me on this show, put me on this show. It just sounds super, not depressing, but beg, I guess. Like super desperate is the word.
We're making comedy seem like horrible, but the thing is like
we're just talking about like the open mic type scene.
I do love open mics and I love playing in the mud. I go to the worst places that nobody else wants to do comedy and I do it. I go to music open mics where they don't even want comedy at all and I do it.
I'll drive out to Oshawa once a week and do comedy.
Yeah, so
once a week, and it's 1 out of 5 times is a half decent show in terms of show up. Rest is comedians that are from Oshawa.
Yeah.
But you're like all this gas money and all this for this, but like you're like
Yeah,
stage time.
I'm losing money on performing for people.
Yeah.
But it is one of the things that I thank God for. When I talk to God, I'm like, thank you so much for putting comedy in my life.
It is.
Because I really didn't enjoy my life before. Like, I felt like life was going to feel so long. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, it's not like I wanted to kill myself, but I was like, I don't want life to
You're
last
going
this
down
long.
a path where maybe at some point.
Maybe at some point. And ever since comedy, I'm like, I have a passion to pursue. I have something that I'm excited about.
Nothing more fulfilling than when you get off that stage after killing.
Oh yeah,
and like, or like when people come up to you, like, that was fucking great, loved the bit.
Yeah.
Like,
so last night I went to one open mic and then I wanted to go to another one, and one of my friends didn't want to go, but I'm like, let's just go. We go, and as I'm walking like to sign up for it, this guy goes, hey, you're a comedian, right? This is at the music open mic.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, you're a comedian, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I saw you here before, man. You're so funny. He's like, and I'm like, already worth the trip. Already worth the trip.
Yeah.
Just that, like, because we're not getting paid, so now we're getting paid in validation.
It is. It really is. And you know what I noticed? It's so ironic. It's always the days I least want to go out.
And end up being the best?
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to go, but like, it's just a part of the grind. Some days you just know. Anytime that happens, not every time, but most of the times that happen, I go to the show and it ends up being like packed. I have a great set. Like, even for example, when you did the comedy bar, not the roast battle, but just you got last minute show,
like the hot and ready one.
Yeah, like I did something that day and I was like just exhausted, but like I was like excited because I've never performed at comedy bar, but I was just like physically tired, mentally just like drained. But I'm like, just gotta go there, grind out my set, and like I go there and like I thought I did a great set. I don't know like if you were listening, but it went pretty well. And like I just like those were one of the days you're like, this is why I fucking show up on the days you don't want to.
That was the first time I saw you that I'm like, oh, this guy's getting better. Like
slowly.
That was a sign that I'm like, oh, you're actually like putting in, because like I think that was the first time I saw you in a while.
I started.
Exactly.
I've been doing your show since like literally.
And I don't think I saw between that hot and ready and before pandemic. I don't think I saw you maybe once, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? We're on the same show.
Like maybe I put you on at my charity show, I think. Yeah. And you didn't even probably see my opening kind of thing. You were probably just
that kind
on
of thing.
And left kind of thing.
So that day I was like, oh, you're getting better. So that's good, man.
No, but you know what it is. How many years did you go till you started really, you're still formulating, right? Like,
I felt like I was pretty good right away. But obviously you get better as you go. But when my first couple sets I smashed, and then I started bombing, and then you know how it goes.
But the bombs are good though.
I'm coming up on 5 years, and I would say this year is the first time where I'm like
hitting a groove.
Where I'm hitting a groove where I'm like, yo, like I'm doing pretty good.
How much time can you do right now comfortably on stage? Where you like good material?
Comfortably anywhere, 15 minutes. For people that love my shit, 30.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
But that's like people that are like, they're gonna be down with every fucking thing I bring up. Because I can do 15 for like a crowd that isn't into these touchy topics. That's something I like to get into.
Yeah, you can do your go-to material.
Right.
Like we all have that. We all go to.
And lately, I've been getting better at crowd work. And I'll say one of the things that's made me better at crowd work is hitting up places like a music open mic where they don't want comedy. Where it's like I pretty much have to act like a host and get them settled in again. Like it's like I'm talking shit with them, and then we'll see what bits come out because they're not there for comedy. And like to be in a comedy mindset. Like for a crowd, there's something to it. There's a science behind it where it's like you can't just get up there and go right into material if that's not if they haven't already been ready to get into it.
No, I learned that the hard way. My biggest bomb, my comic career that I'll remember at least. I'm sure it might have done work, but the one that hit home humbled me a lot.
Yeah,
it was 2019 Australia wildfires.
Okay.
When that was happening, this girl was doing a fundraiser, and this is at the Oshawa Concert Hall.
Okay.
And this is like a big music venue, like Wu-Tang Clan. When they're in Oshawa, they'll perform there. It's like a music hall, so it's not a theater, but it's like as big as one, but open hall.
Okay.
But it's all bands, like all classic rock cover band shit. And this girl knew me, and she's like, "Oh, I thought it'd be fun if you threw one comedian in the mix." And my naive ass, you're just like, "Yeah, it's like
sure.
fuck, it's a massive event."
Yeah, 100%.
So, and I'm already still very new to comedy,
too,
on top of all that.
Right.
But nonetheless,
and how much time did she want you to do?
I don't even remember. They said like 10 at least, kind of thing. But which it wasn't even the time. It was just like I get up there and like everyone before the bands are playing, people are dancing on like the dance floor, and then they introduce me, and I go up there. So I led with Fresh Prince of the Six freestyle. This is when that thing first came out. So they were feeling that, but this is like all old white people in Oshawa, classic rock show. So they're feeling that. They're like, okay. And then I go into stand-up, and they were just so confused on what was happening. They were baffled. I had like, I'll never forget, it was so quiet. There was like a group of people's like kids that were like teenagers that were dying at the front row. Everyone else was just quiet. And you can't even see them because you're in this theater.
Yeah.
And it was just the most humbling. And I remember the guy, after like 5 to 7 minutes of comedy, the guy was just like, like, wrap it up. And he was like, wrap it up. But that's one of those things you left there. And I remember like going after, I was like, I'm going to fucking get way better at this. Like, I'm not going to like let this like fucking hold me down. And I remember my next set, or next couple sets, I came out with like some of my, at the time at least, for where my skill was at, like my best sets like at the time ever. And it was only because I fucking ate so much dicks that day that I was like, I'm not letting this fucking shit go by again like that.
It's very true, man. You need to do bad to get better.
Yeah.
Like I say, fucking doing good is snacks. Doing good, but doing bad is fuel. It's like, okay, let me fucking, I gotta get better because that feeling sucks. My first experience like that, doing comedy in a place where you shouldn't be doing comedy. One of my boys at his birthday party. I was not even a year in. I started doing comedy like end of August 2017. This was like his birthday in March 2018. So a couple months in, he's like, "Oh, my boy, started doing comedy this year. As a present to me, he's gonna do some comedy. Stand on his staircase, looking down on people or whatever." I go up there.
How many people are there?
Like 15, 20.
Okay. So
I go up there, like I get like a couple laughs, but then like it was definitely not good. And then one of my boys that had seen me like do good before, he's like, "Yeah, you were better before." And I'm like, "Yeah, you think I was better with a mic, a fucking spotlight, and at a fucking comedy show than at a fucking birthday party?" Anyways, I'll never do comedy at a birthday party again. But with music stuff like that, I'll still do it, but I won't do material. I'll just go up and shoot the shit with the crowd.
That's fun though. And where's that? Where do you do the open mic music one? Where are the music open mics that you go to?
I'll tell you after. I don't.
No, because I was always curious on trying it out because I do like comedy music.
Yeah.
And I was always I don't want to be a comedy musician, but like I would definitely like try it in a setting of like music and comedy for like just the sake of it.
One place I do it at, I won't say the name, but basically the owner of that place banned comedy. She only lets me and one other person do comedy there. But if you come and do a musical act, you can for sure come. But then there's another one that I'll tell you about too.
True.
Yeah. While we're getting all personal and stuff, I might as well get to the part where we I asked my Instagram followers for anonymous questions and fat shaming comments. I'll tell you what brought on the fat shaming thing. So I went to my mom's for dinner on Monday, and she's like, "You look good. What have you been working out, eating better?" I'm like, "No, I just started buying extra large shirts." She's like, "Can't you take a compliment?" And I was like, "No, really, like I'm fat." And I showed her my fat ass belly. So I pulled it out on stage as well.
You hide it well though.
That's extra large shirts.
You hide it well.
Hey, if you're fat and you want people to think you're trying harder, just buy bigger
Was
shirts.
that bit working on stage too? I saw you do it on stage. Was it working well?
It got a good laugh.
Yeah, nice.
Me pulling out my belly on stage.
And it's like they're like, "Damn, did not expect that barrel."
Oh, they had a good laugh at it. So I pulled it on stage, and now I'm like, I do want a smaller belly. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to take off my shirt with a little more confidence. So I'm like, I think fat shaming is good.
Yeah, but I'm
saying if fat shaming ruins your day and makes you want to cry, it's not good for you.
I feel like your body is built for a barrel, though. Not a massive one, but you're kind of built to have a barrel. You're the body type where it like almost feels like
just so people know what he's talking about.
Look at that. Is that Ben Bankins?
He's got a barrel too. Yeah. Ben used to be a hot boy. Did you know that?
That's what I mean. When I first met him, he was like almost like maybe a bit bigger than me. And then he just slowly, as he inflated his Instagram following and online presence, he went with it. I think he's gonna get skinny again randomly, though. He seems like that type to just like randomly be skinny again for a bit and get big. And I feel like he's a fluctuator.
Stay tuned to that story as it progresses. But what do you think about fat shaming? You think?
I'm very pro bullying all around, to be honest. I've always have been.
Like
I got into comedy. Part of it was like I was like, you can make money talking shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is like just the concept of that always like I was like, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's one of the only places you can really like just be a complete asshole to someone.
And me personally, like I like there was a guy named I think CT Fletcher, and this guy, it used to be like his workout videos, like when he's like inspiring you, his motivational videos are like, "Listen, you cupcake eating motherfucker," like, you know what I mean? Like that's how you come. And I'm like, yo, that gets me ready to work out. So here's what I got. Here's what people said to me. "Looks like abortion is illegal in Canada too."
That's a good one.
Yours, Buddy's got a spare tire there. One person just sent me the link for "You Are Beautiful," Christina Aguilera. So they took.
Is that a female?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
This was from a female. "Too bad I can't see your face when I'm sucking you off from below." Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, let's get some details on that after you're off the fucking podcast.
So shout out to you, girl. The skinny you would be so upset with the way you look now. And then Joe Botello, former guest friend of the show, said, Joe Botello Jr., question mark, because he's a fat boy too. That's all the fat shaming I got for today. We're running out of time. I wanted to do some of these questions, these anonymous questions. It's already 7:30. We're supposed to go. So we'll rapid fire. I'll answer them as quick as I can. You can too, man, because I don't see any question that you won't relate to. The first question that I got, anonymous question, was, are you as dumb as you look? Great question. A lot of people think I'm dumb. Some people say, hey, I'm surprised how smart you are.
I feel like you look smarter than you are.
I think...
So you're dumber than you look, actually.
Oh, shit. Fair enough. Next one we got. Hottest open mic in Port Credit.
Ooh, this one.
Great question. We're about to go do it now. I'm actually running late. I'm going to have to rush to it. Canvas Art Bar, Wednesday night. Beautiful art bar. Always hot girls there. So
ice cream next door.
Ice cream next door. Good food. Great drinks. Come through Wednesday night.
Bad bitches.
Somebody asked, when are you going to grow your beautiful long hair back? I did have beautiful long hair before, but I think this look is better for me.
Yeah, it fits you.
I've had some girls tell me, oh, I wish I knew you when you had long hair. I love long hair. But the truth is, I got a haircut and I started fucking hotter girls.
It's true. And you could tell the difference right away. I remember I used to just like, I didn't give a fuck about hair.
Yeah.
And I remember I went to a black barber shop. Ever since then, never got more pussy in my life than since I started going to a black barber.
Right?
I didn't even ask them. I was just like, just do what you think's best.
Just keep me fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. This is a hey Jam, first time messenger, long time listener. When can we expect a comedy special from you? And will your hair be long or short? A lot of people are obsessed with
Hair's gonna be short.
my long hair. Hair's definitely gonna be short. When can you expect a comedy special?
YouTube thing? It would be
a YouTube thing, like a 30-minute thing. I would in my mind. I think beginning of 2024. We're in 2022 now. I'm thinking I'm going to try and set up a mini tour at the end of 2023 and then record something at the beginning of 2024.
And I got my special coming. I want to do 7 minutes of Kevin, just like a tight 7 of like my best, just like for like whether it's festivals or just sending to like places to get bookings.
Yeah.
I just want a tight 7 minutes of Kevin. That's going to be my like first official little
7 minutes of Kevin.
Yeah, like 7 minutes in Kevin, not
in Kevin,
in Kevin, or whatever it is.
I like in Kevin.
You know
it is funny.
You did. I was
in
thinking
heaven,
about it, but yeah.
One person just said we should talk more, and we should, but not right now because it's running out of. So one person asked, "Do you love your life?" Great question. I think for the most part, sometimes I don't like myself, but I usually love my life.
What's one thing you change about your life? If it's not money related, that is. Like one thing you change.
I was gonna say money.
Like, one thing you change about yourself. If you could change one thing right now.
My fat belly.
Oh, so it's just the fit. Oh, that's light. It runs, fam.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty good. Like I'm pretty blessed overall. Thank God. What is your shoe size? Great question. A lot of people will be surprised to learn this. That
6 probably.
10 and a half.
Oh, really?
I actually have. Yeah, no, I have big feet for a short guy. Yeah. My dad, same height as me. He's 8.5. Big dick.
Really? What's your size? How big of a dick?
Nah, not that big. Like slightly above average.
I'm like 6.
The long. Okay, I'm bigger than that.
I'm not nothing special here.
The longest I ever measured. Before I had a fat belly, I think my dick could get harder. I think there's something about your core that brings up your dick. Because when I measured it with a ruler, it was just under 8, but now it's like just above 6.5. We're talking hard, of course, not soft.
Yeah, I was like hovering around 6 since puberty hit, so it gets me by.
Somebody asked, biggest red flags in guys.
I don't even know. Eye contact?
If a guy doesn't make eye contact with you?
Yeah, I feel like maybe, I don't know, the future stuff, but I think usually you can tell. If a guy's into you, you know right away. You know? If a guy's playing around, there's one of those things, is like, what's your intentions in the guy? If you're looking for a relationship, there's girls that'll like give guys that are clearly just trying to fuck too much time. But it's just, I don't know if they're looking for just like red flags overall. I would say maybe like a bad temper. Yeah, bad drunk. Yeah, bad drugs. Like no self-control. There's fun drunks and there's bad drunks. Like I'm gonna go get drunk tonight and I'll be fun. But some guys get drunk on it. And they're not nice. Like they're mean people when they get drunk. They become worse. And I would say if controlling too early. If a guy's controlling right off the top, that's a red flag. A big one. Also, if he doesn't make you come, like that's probably one you should probably either tell him and try to work on, and if you can't achieve, then you're gonna have struggle. If he doesn't make you come, give him a break. Or just tell him. Yesterday when I was doing crowd work at a show, I this couple of them been together 6 months, and she said that he doesn't do a good job. Like, and I'm like, well, you're only 6 months in. Something to work towards. You know what I mean? Leave her wanting more. All right, next one.
Kanye is the best. Change my mind. I think Kanye is one of my top 5 favorites. I won't try and change your mind. You're entitled to that opinion.
I'm Team Ye.
You're on, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're
Well,
not.
I was Drake over Ye, but in terms of overall, everything Ye stands for, I'm about.
Now, somebody sent me this, coincidentally. Hey, if I start a petition for CringeKev to quit comedy, would you sign it? And personally, I think you would like a petition like that.
Why would someone send you that, though?
I thought you guys were friends, so my bad on even bringing this up. It was an anonymous question.
No,
I made
I don't
it
even know who it is.
I made it anonymous.
That's all good. I might have met him before, maybe, but...
Yeah, no, he said he likes you, so it's not like
Clearly not.
I should have left that question out. My bad, yo.
No, it's funnier that way.
Yeah, would I sign a petition for CringeKev to quit comedy? I don't want you to quit comedy, but I think you would probably like sharing something like that, just because it seems like it's your brand.
Yeah, like it would be funny, but...
You're hurt right now.
No, I'm just like... I wonder if I met him before. I must have met him. No, that's kind of pretty funny. It's very specific.
Thanks for coming to the show. CringeKev, you got anything to promote? Do it in 2 seconds, yo.
No, just follow me, CringeKev.
That was simple. All right, thanks for tuning in.
We out.